Ah, February, the month of love, buying leftover candy for a discount, and the start of many 8-month countdowns. Shozo and Ine are a happily married couple with 3 kids in the countryside of northern Japan that spend their days growing trees in an orchard. Although they've been married for 60 years, they've never had the chance to go on any honeymoons or vacations because they were poor and Ine got sick pretty often. Unfortunately, one day a typhoon hits and messes up their farm. They devastatingly search through the orchard to find that the tree that they planted on their wedding day was snapped in half but hanging on by a thread. After nursing it back to health, it bore a golden apple which they pick and bring home to eat. And just like that, after waking up the next day, they're young again. And like any other old couple that mysteriously turned young again, you already know they had some fun. Most of us had the thought cross our mind, what if I was able to rewind time again? Or maybe change that mistake that I made? It's an interesting thought, and I was pretty much going in blind but curious as to what kind of route this anime would take. After all, the titles nowadays explain themselves, and as I watched it, I wouldn't be disappointed. The goofy, relatable moments from the family's reactions to grandparents being young again was priceless. It was kind of hard for me to say that one part was better than the other because it felt like I was watching one good play. But if I had to choose an episode, I would honestly go with either episode 2 or 3, between getting more characters' reactions of their grandparents' age and also getting the grandfather turning old again and worrying about being unattractive. It's real scenarios that I can see actually happening as the anime goes on. On top of that, with every episode there's more growth and character development. You notice this especially as the anime slips away from showing the grandparents to also the family around them. Seeing Mino interact with Shota and Shiori and their interactions all developing as they get closer, and also Shiori learning to accept the fact that she's smart and becoming friends with Shunsuke. You see how much their community cares about them and how much they care about their community. They also learn how their young again powers work, even being able to use them to get their senior benefits real quick to go back to being young again. Every character is getting better, not only because of their own work, but also because of the help of their grandparents, slowly aiding them as they go through every episode, whether it be up front or in the background, without them realizing. I always felt like I was curious to what food or customs that they would show that I didn't know, whether it be the 3 sips, the Mizu Yokan, or even the Daigaku Imo. I'm a big foodie if you couldn't tell. Although this might not be your My Hero Academia or Demon Slayer, it's still a short but sweet anime guaranteed to leave you with something when you're done watching it, whether it be joy, tears, or knowledge. It being only 11 episodes gives you a quick binge, although it can be a little bittersweet at times. It's an anime about mortality, karma, love, family, and friendship. Grandma and Grandpa Turned Young Again was made by the mangaka Kagiri Araido. They've made works such as Mr. Monster, Hero In, and more, while the anime was produced by Studio Gecko. Honestly, I've never heard of the studio or their adaptations, but here you go. Small studios and mangakas like this always have at least one of these hidden bangers. Thank you to all of you that have made it to the end of the video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and feel free to like and subscribe, and let me know your opinions on the video, whether you liked or disliked it, or if you're gonna check out this anime. I'll catch you guys in March, where there might be some leftovers of love, but we gonna start brawling. Now I'm gonna leave you with one last question. What would you do if you turned young again?